The Old Course, St Andrew's Links, the home of golf and one of its greatest stages. For centuries, golfers have walked these hallowed fairways, but hidden in its history is a different path. A route once lost, now brought back to life. Every year, for a handful of rounds, the Old Course returns to its original reverse layout. This is the story of why it disappeared and how it's brought back, told by those who know it best.
It was originally played as one flag going out that you played to. You got to the end and then you played to that same flag coming back in. So it was basically one green and one fairway. And then old Tom, he instigated splitting the greens. That's where the double greens all started to come from, going out. Whichever way it was played back in the day, I'm assuming people just played it how they wanted to play it. And I suppose that's how it was in those days, which I suppose that's what golf's all about. It's about you and the person you're playing with and playing to that hole and challenging yourself. The origins of playing the course in the direction we play today is the weather, the wind direction around here. It's the direction we play now is more suitable for that. There's a lot less crisscrossing on the course in this direction. You've just got the two crosses at the far ends. The locals and visitors prefer it, and that's probably due to all the major events have been played in this direction. So yeah, I suppose that's the reason we do play it in this direction on a regular basis. Back in the 60s, maybe even the 70s, it started to get phased out, playing in reverse. We used to play it every other week or every couple of weeks. It would get flipped over, so you play it one way and then you play it another way. So yeah, that got phased out during that time.
Setting up for the reverse course, there are several things we need to do differently. First of all is the teeing positions. They all have to be, not in their usual spots. There's sort of set areas we have to put them to be able to play the reverse course. Some of them are on existing tees, some end up having to be on sort of fairway areas. But these would be areas historically in the reverse course where golf would be played from. This involves changing the signage on the tee boxes to suit for the new yardages for the reverse course. The second biggest thing is where we put the hole location. We have to be quite mindful that it is played in reverse and it is different. So there sort of tends to be sort of set locations where we kind of have to put it and areas where we can't. And bear in mind that the double greens make it slightly more sort of challenging. Just you have to bear that in mind as each green you come to.
Personally, the best hole on the Old is in reverse, which is from the 13th tee playing back up to the 11th green, which would be the 12th normally. So when you stand on the 12th tee and look down that hole, it's downhill. You can't really see any of the bunkers, and there's a couple that you would say are in play. You've got to pick your way through. The modern day golfers hitting over a lot of those bunkers. You flip it in the opposite direction and suddenly you've got hill bunker at the top glaring at you, and the 11th green plays away from you, which it's a tough hole. And it would be great to see, it'd be great to see some pros play that hole in reverse, because I think they would find it challenging.
If we look at the difference between the Old Course in reverse and the Old Course normal, we're looking at things like the normal route, everything's all finely cut right up to greens going in the direction of play. And because the reverse course is less often played, it's not that it's forgotten about, it's just the maintenance is a lot less than what it would be for the normal course. Therefore, things like the rough tends to be thicker as you approach greens. It's not all nicely mown down like it is on the normal course. Gorse probably ingresses more because it's, we're looking at it always mainly from maintaining from the normal route of play. So when we come to maintenance for the reverse course, we need to be quite aware of ensuring that we're maintaining these areas, keeping the gorse pinned back where it kind of should be, making sure the grass is, you know, not too thick and still able to, you know, so you can approach into greens and play, and lines of sight are all there, because some of them, you know, the gorse can, you know, over the years creep in, and for the reverse course you lose the line of sight of where you're meant to play. So it's important for us to not just think about normal maintenance and normal lines of play. When it comes to the reverse course, we just have to be aware as greenkeepers that we have to do a few additional things to help that run properly.
A lot of the holes, the first on the ordinary way around, which is the 17th playing back in, you've got the burn behind the green, which suddenly is a lot more challenging because you've actually got to stop your ball from running through the green into the burn, and everything runs towards the burn. So yeah, there are some unique challenges.
The course was originally designed to be able to play it both directions. The bunkering is designed in that way. A lot of the bunkers then come into play on the reverse course, which not necessarily would be in play on the normal course, and it gives golfers just a whole new sort of challenge and experience to come and play it.
I've been fortunate. I played it a long time ago in reverse, and it's pretty tough hitting into some of those greens, because you've got to fly a lot of rough into them, and yeah, just pin locations can be quite interesting. It's fun. It's a fun way of playing the course, and yeah, I think it's a great, unique experience for anyone to come and have.
Currently, for the golfer, it's always left is best, because you hit left, you've always got one of the inward or outward fairways depending on what way you're going, so your ball's generally always safe. That's not necessarily the case in the reverse course, because left is going to be a way off onto the Eden or the new course, or, you know, it is different. If anything, it's maybe right is best for the reverse course instead of left.
It's really cool, yeah. I mean, was that how the course was meant to be played? Who knows? You know, all those hundreds of years ago. But to see people play it a different way and just have that buzz of, you know, such a different experience to what you would normally get.
I'm born and bred in St Andrews. I golfed here as a young boy growing up, and to be able to be on the greenkeeping team here now looking after it, there's many people around the world will be probably jealous of the job that we do. You know, it's the home of golf we work at, it's world famous. There's not a lot of people who'll get the opportunity to do that, and I feel privileged to come here and work here and put my experience and knowledge towards the course to make continuous improvement.
Really interesting to watch it get set up every year and play about with those pins and make it a little bit more challenging for visitors to come and play it. What an experience, and a unique experience to have that as a as a challenge to the modern day golfer.